Join me as I share what I eat in a day on a vegan diet to shed those last few pounds and hit my goal. Let's go.
Hey everybody, welcome to the High Path channel. If you're new, my name is Rosa and welcome to our humble kitchen. Recently, I shared that I am sort of on a weight loss journey again. So every now and then I would, kind of take my little, I would do a health sort of weight loss thing, and then I would kind of just go back to normal eating, and then I would go back. And so I'm back. I'm back trying to lose my last little bit of weight. I have a little goal in mind, and I am determined to get there. Now, my goal is set on sort of like the BMI number and my height. I don't know how you calculate it, but basically it's like your height divided by your something. I'll put it down here for you to get, but it's kind of like a health weight standard, and I'm only 5'1", so I'm pretty short. So I want to make sure that I am not too overweight, and really it's just for health purposes. I love to eat, I am a big foodie and I love my carbs and things like that. So I am really focused on low carbs and lots of high protein, and I would really love to start working out again. I have not gotten there yet, but I am going to slowly. But anyway, that's what we're doing today. I'm going to share with you what I am going to be eating for the day. This is a very almost typical of what I eat daily, and I've been on this weight loss journey for about a month now, and I am down about I would say 5 pounds ish. I don't want this to be a sudden drop, because I want it to be kind of sustainable. I'm not starving myself. I'm eating good foods. Like I said, I'm focused on really high protein, so very low carb. And you will see that I am really focused on one protein, which I really love, and that is tofu. I'll get to that in a little bit, but for now, let's make some breakfast.
Before we get started, we wash our hands with the very best using Eden Body Care products. Eden Body Care is a Nevada-based skincare company owned by yours truly, our family. We specialize in handmade soaps and body butters tailored to condition the driest skin, even in the desert of Nevada. Find out more on our website, edenbodycare.com. All right, let's get back to the video.
Also, another thing that I'm focused on is hydrating a lot. I found that if I drank a lot of water, I don't get hungry as often. So lots of water. You can get a water bottle with, the times that are stamped on the bottle, so you can kind of keep track of how much water you're drinking or how much you should be drinking. I just have a tumbler thing, and I try to drink all of this plus maybe a little bit more, like half. I probably should be drinking a lot more, but I'm not perfect. But anyway, I drink a lot of water. Breakfast. This is my typical breakfast, and honestly, I really love this because I could eat this for a snack if I'm hungry. I can eat this for breakfast. I can eat this for dinner sometimes even. I love it, and it's so convenient. There's no cooking involved. You just throw these ingredients into a bowl and just let it sit for a little bit, and then you have a breakfast, a snack, a dinner. And it all starts with the base of chia seeds.
I love chia seeds. They're so good for you. 2 tablespoons give you 10 grams of fiber, 5 grams of omega-3s, and 5 grams of protein. So at 137 calories, are loaded with antioxidants and calcium, perfect for my vegan weight loss goals.
So as far as chia seeds go, it is really a blank canvas. You can put really any toppings you like. Today I'm going to show you my favorite way of eating, which is really my very, very favorite way of eating, which is bananas and blueberries. So chia seeds, it's very low in calories. It is considered keto. I looked this up because I'm trying to go for a low carb. It says that there are carbs in here, which is 13 grams, 2.5 tablespoons of chia seeds. You get 13 grams of carbs, but it's also a superfood. I actually like to call this frog eggs. I'm going to show you why in a second, but basically it looks like frog eggs. Also, I'm on Substack. If you would love to, read some more intimate moments trying to get to know me a little bit better on the intimate level, maybe read some of the behind the scenes of what we do here on the High Path channel, check out Substack. I will have the link in the description. It's going to be free for now until I decide that it's going to be a paid newsletter later on, just because it's more intimate. I want everyone who is invested just really wanting to be a part of the community. And so I'm gonna, like I said, it's free for now, obviously, but it will eventually be a paid newsletter, just really from a more intimate side, a more personal side from me to you. All right, chia seeds.
Along with chia seeds, we're going to use some frozen blueberries. I've got 1 banana, preferably ripe. Mine isn't very ripe. And some almond milk. I'm using some unsweetened vanilla because I love the vanilla flavor.
So to make my favorite of all time chia seeds, we're going to add about 2, it depends on how hungry I am. So it's about 2.5 tablespoons, maybe, let's do 2.5 of chia seeds. I just have it in a bowl right here. We're gonna add about 1/2 cup of almond milk. And really, sometimes I really don't measure, but you really want a lot of liquid in your chia seeds. And that's because it's going to absorb all of the liquid and it's going to puff up into what looks like frog eggs. And that's why I deemed it frog eggs, but it's really good. So, you know, don't get freaked out. So we're gonna add almond milk. You can use any type of milk you want. If you have like coconut milk, you can definitely use a can of coconut milk, but I would highly suggest just watering down a little bit because coconut milk is very creamy and heavy and thick. So I'm gonna use all of my almond milk. Sometimes I would also add a dash of water just to loosen it out a little bit. A little bit of water. I like my chia seeds really nice and loose. And I'm gonna add blueberries. Measure that stuff out with your heart. I'm not gonna tell you how much blueberries you can add in here. If you really love blueberries, add them more. If you don't like it, don't add more. And then I'm gonna just use my spoon and chop up this really unripe banana, but that's okay. I like to use bananas because I read somewhere that it actually is a fat burner and it's nice and sweet. You don't need to, literally, I'm not going to sweeten this with anything else. It's just the blueberries that are nice and sweet and the bananas that are sweet. You can, of course, if you want to, add some more, but like maple syrup, agave, something like that. But I'm not going to. And then all I'm doing is just mixing up. You want to make sure that you mix it up because you don't want a clump of chia seeds just sitting on the bottom. And you could see the amount of liquid and versus the chia seeds. So all I'm doing now is just letting it do its thing. You're gonna have to let it sit for about 5-10 minutes or so. You know, you can put it in the fridge. You can prep this overnight as well. I'm just gonna let it sit because it's so convenient. Like I said, it comes together so fast that I would make this and just let it sit, do my thing, and then come back to a delicious bowl of chia seeds. Grace, one of our daughters, have kind of fallen in love with the chia seeds as well. So I'm gonna make her one. She wants a peanut butter and banana one. So I am going to add some peanut butter. This is also one of my favorite combinations. So for her, I'm not adding as many chia seeds. I'm just gonna add a little bit and then do the same almond milk. It's a little bit difficult to do the peanut butter because you kind of have to work it in a little because it's thick. But, you know, don't be impatient. Work with it slowly. Jab at it. Now Mercy wants some too because she likes it as well. Okay, looks like it's finally done. You can see how it completely expanded All the chia seeds, and the blueberries and bananas are nice and soft and flavored the whole thing. And this is breakfast. So easy, so delicious, and really super nutritious because of the chia seeds. It's lovely. My favorite. It's so good. The blend between the blueberries and the bananas are so good. I love it. And this is really filling. It will fill me up. This is probably a lot more than I usually make. I was really hungry today, but I could split this up a little bit. I could eat a little bit right now and then I'll eat later. But yeah, breakfast. It is lunchtime and we're making a tofu salad. We're using some avocados, some beautiful romaine lettuce. This is the only lettuce I get for salads, and for some color and some crunch and a bit of sweetness, we're going with a pepper. First things first, I want to brown my tofu. So I've got 2 skillets right here. I'm gonna do 2 skillets because we're gonna do a little bit more tofu. You can also put the tofu in the oven, but I have 2 skillets that I'm going to oil up with a little bit of coconut oil, and then it is time to slice up our tofu. I sliced our tofu not too thin, not too thick, and then we're just going to put them on the pan. You could definitely marinate this overnight with some seasonings. Today, I am just going to go in with the pan and I will marinate and sauce it in a little bit. To make the sauce, we're going to add some onion powder, some nutritional yeast just for some umami-ness. You can add whatever seasonings. I've got some salt going in here. We're also going to add a little bit of soy sauce just for some umami liquid. You really want a liquid seasoning for tofu. I'm adding some coconut aminos as well. And then we're going to stir it up, and it is time to put it on our tofu. Now at first my seasoning was a little bit thick. I should have definitely added a little bit more water to this, or maybe some lime juice or some apple cider vinegar, something to make this a little bit more liquid so that the tofu can absorb all of its flavor. If you don't like a bland tofu, I highly suggest just marinating it overnight, and then you get all of the marinade in the tofu. We are a little bit short on time, so you can do it like this. So if you are short on time like myself, go ahead and just do it on the pan. It works perfectly fine. I did flip the tofu, and I'm adding some more of that sauce on top and a little bit more coconut oil just to crisp up the edges of our tofu pieces. For this sauce, I have talked about this dressing that I love for a while now, and it's I talked about it on the last video that I made, and I'm going to be making the same exact sauce, and it's so easy and it's so delicious. The base of the ingredients is going to be a secret ingredient, not really secret, but it's what makes it so delicious. Let me get it. And that is tahini. Tahini is like a ground sesame paste. It doesn't have the taste of like toasted sesame oil. It's just like, it's kind of like peanut butter, but with sesame seeds. And you use this in classic traditional hummus. I am going to use it in our dressing. So because I'm making a bigger batch of salad for my kids and I'm going to do about, I'd say 4 or 5 tablespoons of tahini. Tahini is actually really easy to find. You can get them at your local grocery store, and that's where I get mine. For this amount, I'm also going to add about, I would say like half a teaspoonish of salt. I've got some coconut aminos here, which is basically like a sweeter version of soy sauce. So I'm going to do maybe like, let's eyeball this, like 2 tablespoons-ish. And then I have some lime. So I have 2 limes. I'm going to just juice 1 lime, and we're going to taste it and see how it tastes. You want this sauce really nice and zingy, and that's why I love the use of limes. You could use lemons if you want. You could use orange juice for a little bit of sweeter taste. We just so happen to have some limes. So 1 lime. You could also add some crushed garlic if you want in here. That would be really good too.
Now this is also very optional, but I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil just to kind of emulsify my sauce. Let's say like a tablespoon or so. I think it's gonna ask for some more lime, so I'm gonna put my second lime. Also, our tofu is nice and crispy on the outside. It could be a little bit crispier, but that's okay. It's still nice and golden brown. And I'm going to set it aside and we're gonna chop our vegetables and get ready for the delicious salad. Now, if you think that the sauce is a little bit too thick, you can definitely add some more coconut aminos. You can add some more limes. You can add a little bit of water as well, just to thin it out. So I think it's a little bit thick. If you like it that way, it's kind of like a thick ranch or a thick peanut sauce. If I'm gonna just thin it out just a tad. Sometimes the juices of the lime is so nice and juicy. Sometimes you really don't need to add the water. I think this is perfect. I'm gonna give it a taste. Oh yeah, that's so good. I like to spice it. I'm not gonna spice it right now. I'm gonna add a little salt though. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of onion powder. You can really just add whatever you want. Season it however you want. Keep it spicy, keep it not spicy. This is just a really nice, easy, and quick base that you could use for any salad dressing. All right, sauce is made. I'm gonna chop our vegetables.
I have a selective taste for my lettuce when it comes to salad. I really like a very small chopped salad texture. I really don't like to bite into large pieces of lettuce, so I like to chop mine super small, just like so. Let me know in the comment section if you are something like me who love a specific type of salad or the way that you prep salad. Anyway, I am adding my peppers. I'm also adding some avocados. I've got 3 ripe avocados that I need to use up. This will also give us some nice good for you fats, and it will bulk up the salad as well. For some more crunch and beautiful red color, I'm adding some red cabbage. I forgot to buy red onions, but red onions would do really good in the salad as well. You can chop up your tofu. You can leave them whole if you would like to. I'm going to break it up a little bit, so I'm just going to use my hands and tear them apart just to keep some nice texture in the salad as well. That creamy, delicious, tart, tangy sauce is going all over the tofu and the vegetables. We're going to give it a toss, and then we're going to layer on some more sauce in a little bit. I really like to dress my salad this way because it seems like I will always miss pieces of salad that is not dressed. So I do it twice or 3 times, mix it in, dress it some more, mix it in, and then it is ready.
I just add a little bit of the tomato relish in here because it adds a sweetness and it's really just delicious. So it looks delicious.
Everybody loves tofu.
And that is it. It's time to serve up. How is it, Israel?
Delicious.
Is it delicious?
Mm-hmm.
Is it one of your favorite salads?
Yes.
This is one of my favorite salads. It's so nice and meaty. It's hearty. It keeps you full a long time. And yeah, that is lunch. And it comes together really quick as well. It took me a little bit longer, but I made it for everybody. If I were to make it for myself, it really takes no time at all. Oh yeah. That's good. Try this out. Let me know what you think in the comments when you do. We would love to know because this is seriously a good salad. I have to be honest with you. For dinner time, I'm really not that hungry today. So what's for dinner? We're just gonna have some apples. I've got some Fiji and a Honey Crisp, and sometimes
I would do something like another chia pudding, but today I really don't feel like, I don't know, I'm not hungry, so fruit it is. So today I really feel like something sweet, something crisp, something refreshing, so that's why I chose some apples, and apples are always, easy, and they are budget friendly. So my favorite are the Honey Crisps. They are really, really nice and appley and sweet and tart at the same time. Galas are very good. They are, a little bit more budget friendly. Really just any apples. I just like apples. Oh, and bananas. I do like bananas a lot. So sometimes I would have like bananas, maybe like 1 or 2 bananas, or I'll have like banana and peanut butter. Since I'm losing weight, I don't want to add peanut butter and just extra calories to my dinner. So it's just regular apples. I'm just going to chop it up and have dinner. And that is it for dinner. This is actually very filling because of the water content. You can eat as many apples as you want. You can put like a splash of lime juice if you want to. Of course, if you're okay with peanut butter, you can have peanut butter or sun butter or whatever that you want on the side. You could have apples and another type of fruit. It's so simple. It's just apples. It's so sweet and juicy and so refreshing. Love it.
Yep, I got a little hungry, so I'm having a leftover piece of tofu, which then got me a little hungry.
All right, guys, I have to be honest and confess I am a little bit hungry right now. It's 7:36. I had some leftover tofu here, which my daughter, one of my girls, kind of butchered, but it kind of has the tahini dressing on it. So I'm just gonna put that in a pan and I'm gonna eat it like a tofu steak. That's what I'm gonna do.
I found some Louisiana hot sauce, so I'm going to use that. I love it spicy, and it also adds this nice buttery tanginess to it. I'm going to just saute this tofu up as best as I can.
My tofu steak definitely fell apart on me, but that's okay. I put some hot sauce on here. We're gonna add a little bit of spinach, and we're gonna make a little tofu stir fry.
I'm going to throw in the spinach just in the same pan, and I'm going to season it a little bit with some salt, and that's it. Keeping it a little bit simple, keeping it quick, and it'll be a nice quick dinner.
Now I know it looks a little underwhelming, but it really is just what I needed. After that tofu snack, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get some food. Don't mind all the stuff that I baked. It's actually for tomorrow. I've got some sandwich bread for tomorrow. We're gonna go to Vegas, and we've got some blueberry bread that I'm testing a recipe on. And this is a little bit of a late dinner. Ooh, it's hot. Cheers. Spicy. That spinach is good. Didn't waste any of the leftover tofu. Perfect. Just a little extra hot sauce. And we are going to end with that. We really hope that you enjoyed spending time with us today, sharing what I ate in a day to kind of keep the pounds off and get a little bit trimmer, I would say. Just trying to get to my goal. I hope this inspires you to eat and cook things that are simple yet really, really delicious, and just give you some ideas and inspiration and motivation. We will talk soon. Thank you so much for joining us in the kitchen. If you are new, we would love for you to subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.